Hello, this is Callista, also known as Magical Girl Me, and this video is going to be very special. I wanted to do a giveaway for we're almost at 2,000 subscribers now on YouTube. This will be a video about the details of the giveaway, the prize for the giveaway, and some Q&A questions that you folks sent in. I'm super excited to give you the details and to answer these questions because they're really good. I had to think really hard about a lot of these. Question 1, what drew you to Lolita fashion? I was completely drawn in by how gorgeous the fashion was. You're creating this magical, beautiful world with a fashion that you can wear every day. So as soon as I saw it, I just completely fell right in, and it was like being introduced to a part of me that I knew existed, but I didn't have a name for it. It was just so magical and fanciful, but obtainable, which is pretty cool. What was your first official Lolita piece in your wardrobe? My first Lolita piece was Bodyline's lattice lace dress in the pink colorway. I actually still own this dress. I absolutely love it because it's so nice and versatile. It's just a really nice piece and it's beautiful. Usually when I'm out, people think it's either a Baby the Stars Shine Bright piece or an angelic pretty piece, but it's just an inexpensive, gorgeous dress on Bodyline. After all the time you've been into this fashion, what has been the most exciting release for you and why? Ooh, I think the most exciting release for me was when Melty Cream Donut was re-released. So this had been one of my dream dresses for quite some time in the pink or brown colorway. I was absolutely in love with it. I love just cute confectionery things, and I'm a total sweet Lolita where I love sweets, and donuts are one of my favorite treats. So I just loved everything about that print. It was gorgeous. It was all the colors I loved, had like pink and gold, and I was so excited when it was re-released. The series was actually released in October, which is my birthday month. So I was able to get the pink JSK, and I was so excited to have it and wear it and just be able to have it in my wardrobe. It's one of those pieces I take out occasionally just to look at it because it's absolutely gorgeous. If you could have a custom dress, what would it look like? Picture this. The dress comes in 3 colorways. There would be a daytime, a like afternoon, early evening, and a nighttime colorway. So the daytime would be like a light blue, so a sax blue. The second afternoon, early evening would be like pinks and purples sort of colors, and then nighttime would be like a navy dark blue colorway. I love Disney. I've loved Disney for quite a while, pretty much my whole life. I'm actually a former cast member too, by the way. I had actually never been to a Disney park before, and for my wedding, my wife took me to Disney World for our honeymoon. Back to the dress. So this dress would be of Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. So the front part of the print would be the shops on Main Street. If you haven't been there, it's super cute. I love it. It has like brick buildings and it looks like New Orleans. It's just really gorgeous architecture. So it'd have characters and whatnot in the front, and then and all pastel. And then as you're going down, you can see the buildings kind of tapering off, and then there's Cinderella's castle. And then there would be like happy little Mickey Mouse balloons floating up. For the top, I'm picturing something very similar to Hey Nuli's Crystal Guardians release. I love that ribbon at the top, except for I probably would double up the ribbon so it was like a really pronounced bow, and have a brooch of some kind there to add a little sparkle, and then have lace around the edge. And then possibly as an Easter egg, I would love for there to be like a little illustration in like the corner of 2 guests and they're pointing, and it would be my wife and I. I think it would look really pretty with just a simple like gross grain ribbon, but I really love baby's printed ribbons that says like Baby the Star Shine Bright on it in gold. So that could be an alternative for that. But yes, that would be my dream dress, and I would get it in each color, of course, and it would be so fantastic and I'd love to wear it. Is there anything within Lolita fashion that you haven't tried yet that you would like to give a go? Yes. I have a couple things that I would really like to, actually a few things I would love to try in Lolita fashion. I recently tried Gothic Lolita. I really liked how my first coordinate came out, and it was really strange. Like, just for me, I've never worn anything like that before, so I had to kind of get used to it. Even though it was Lolita, I was like, oh, like this is so different, but I really liked it. I'd like to kind of explore that more instead of just doing like a simple Gothic cord, like actually have Gothic elements like crosses and bats and that sort of thing incorporated into my wardrobe. I would really love to try like a real over-the-top high tea coordinate. I haven't done anything fancier than wearing like an underskirt and like a overskirt. That's pretty much as fancy as I've gotten, but I'd love to do something crazy that you wouldn't wear for any other occasion and just do like super hime, like high tea, just once, maybe for high tea, but I'd love to do that. Even just for a photo shoot, that would be really fun. Lastly, I really want to try Oji or Kodona. I really love how princely they are. I would really love to try being a little prince. And my hope eventually is to be a lifestyle Lolita. And I think wearing Kodona or Oji would be a really good opportunity if I'm not feeling so great. I can still wear Lolita fashion, but then can have pants and be kind of a little more like less girly that day. I think that would be super fun. What are some future plans you're hoping with concerning your shop? What are some items you'd love to make but currently can't? So many plans. I daydream about my shop all the time. I would like to attend more conventions. I would like to have like set up releases and have more quantities for those releases. So maybe like a spring release and maybe a fall release. People can kind of anticipate that instead of updating the shop constantly. Some kind of like exclusive items, that would be really cool. I would love to be able to make shaker charms. I think they are so cool. And it's really just another step that I have to kind of move into, but that's what I'm most excited for next. Have you ever had a piece altered? How did it go? What did it cost? And what did it look like? I've never had a piece altered myself. I've bought 2 dresses that were already altered. I have a possible contact of getting pieces altered, but Magic Princess I did buy. It was professionally altered, and it was altered using the waist ties, and it looks stunning. You can't even tell that it was altered unless you're like, hey, we're the waist ties and aren't you plus size, so should that not fit? It looks absolutely beautiful. I really cherish that dress and I would love to have more pieces altered. What are your future plans with your artwork? As far as my artwork goes, it's definitely been on the back burner. I really do love to draw, but finding the time to do it lately has been very difficult. I would really love to take an art class online so that way I can do it at my own time and be able to kind of hone my skills. I actually really love writing, creative writing, and eventually, and it has been started, but once it's finished, I would really love to self-publish a Gothic and a Sweet Lolita collection of fairy tales and illustrate the artwork for the cover or for the inserts for the stories. What made you want to open your shop? How do you manage your time? I really love to make things for myself, for my coordinates. And back when I was first starting, my friends were like, hey, you know, I'd love that stuff too. And I was like, oh, okay. And that was kind of my push to offer it as a shop. I'm so happy that so many people want to wear my designs. How do you manage your time? I have a planner in paper because I'm that person. Like, I prefer to have a book and I prefer to have paper and I can doodle on it. So let's see. So for the different days, I have what I need or I'd like to do for the day. If it's anything important that has a deadline, I put that on the side. So I'll put that there. And then little tidbits for me, like if I want something to stay organized or focused, I have these little yellow stickies, like reminder, make prize or whatnot for that. And then my orders for the day are the pink. So I complete the order, and then once I'm finished with all the orders and they're all ready to go out, I just recycle that. This works really well. What is your most expensive Lolita piece? Which one's your favorite? Where was it purchased and for how much? My most expensive piece in my collection, I'd have to say, is Honey Cake by Angelic Pretty. And I bought it directly from Angelic Pretty, I believe for $285. Yeah. I can't choose a favorite, it's so hard. I love all of my pieces. I believe my favorite would have to be Magic Princess by Angelic Pretty. When you first became interested in Lolita fashion, what was your first dream dress? 2 words. Milky Planet. It had everything. It had ice cream and a carnival theme, and it was like really pretty. I really loved the Saks colorway, and it had stripes, and it was just gorgeous, and I loved that dress. I would still absolutely get it. I'd have to have it altered, and I still think it's adorable. But I'm pretty good at finding comparable pieces. So for example, I took what I really liked from Milky Planet and found a dress that was similar to it. Plus it has bears, so I can't complain. Yes, that was my first dream dress, and I don't own it, but I'd like to someday. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Chocolate. Optionally with things in it, meaning like nuts, candy, anything crunchy. But yes, chocolate. What is your favorite accessory you've made? My favorite item I've made is my springtime necklace charm. I have had that in my mind for so long, but finally getting the materials and the skill to be able to pull it off. If you could never wear Lolita again, what other style would you wear? I would have to maybe do like otomeke, so it would still have those like pretty glam elements of Lolita fashion, but be something a little more casual. If you could only save 3 pieces from a fire, what would they be? This is another one I really had to think about. Number 1 would be Lady Sloth's Welcome to My Dollhouse. Lady Sloth is an indie Lolita brand. It's very rare when they re-release items and designs, and I love this dress. I love this dress because it's kind of a little more classic, sweet Lolita, and because it has ball jointed dolls on it. And I don't know if you know, but I love ball jointed dolls a lot. I would have to say that one because not only is it a beautiful indie dress, but it's also really rare. I had to get it custom sized, so it's sized just for me, and it has ball jointed dolls on it. Piece number 2 would have to be Kuma Kumiya's Marine Island. I cannot find this piece. I have looked. Whenever it is released, it's that teal color that I don't really feel so much. I am lucky and so thankful I have the skirt in pink, and I have not seen the skirts or anything. So that would definitely be number 2 because I wouldn't want anything to happen to that. Piece number 3 would have to be Melty Cream Donut in pink. Melty Cream was the first dream dress that I was able to purchase. It does occasionally come up for sale, but it's kind of rare. While I really love like Honey Cake and Magic Princess and whatnot, I see those listed for sale often, so I'd be able to replace them. Melty Cream's a little bit more tricky, so that would have to be my number 3. Thank you all so much for your support with the shop, with the channel, with the blog. And I am just totally blown away and so thankful that you're all here and supporting my content. It really gets me excited to do more projects and just really get out there and try some new things with the fashion. I designed a very special prize for this appreciation giveaway. This is perfect for the summer, I think, because it's marine theme. I call this Life is the Bubbles. So it is a gold chained necklace with star charms and glass pearl beads that are pink. And then there's this white frame with a bow charm and little tiny pearls that make up bubbles. It is coated in UV resin, so you don't have to worry about any of them coming out. There's a star charm here and a hand-painted shell. So this will be the item that will be given away to a lucky subscriber. I had so much fun making this design for you guys. I hope that you found this fun and entertaining. I had a really great time answering these, and I look forward to seeing the results of the giveaway. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to stay frilly.